Welcome to another episode of From the Hip. This week one of NFL. I'm Anthony Rodriguez, your host. Let me get these guys into the studio with me. Let me introduce you. Joining us today, we have Justin Rodriguez. You can find him on Twitch as Boogie. I believe it's Boogie _ CTV. I've got from the dark cave over there, I got Tyler B. And of course, your favorites and mine, freaky man himself, Kory Thompson.
The king is back.
Mo isn't here yet. He'll be here later, but we're going to start without him. Guys, I wanted to get with you, talk a little bit about the great game that we had on Thursday night. The NFL season started Thursday, and we had the Baltimore Ravens playing Super Bowl champion KC Chiefs. I don't know if you guys saw my little video I put out there, but I freaking called it. I told you what the score was. I told you how it was going to be. And sure enough, the Chiefs beat the Ravens 27-20, just like I called it.
By a toenail.
By a toenail. Literally.
Like a pinky toe.
Yeah. But we had a great game, and that's the beauty of it, you know? And I'd be remiss if I didn't at least give Kory a chance to talk about the game, just to give us his take. So Kory, the floor is yours. I'll give you 2 minutes. Tell me whatever you got to say. I even said at the end of my little thing, I said we can hear how Kory's going to talk about how it wasn't their fault, but that's all right. I was messing with you, Kory. So the floor is yours, Kory.
I won't even need the 2 minutes. It was a phenomenal game. It was a great showing by Baltimore. I wish we would have came out with the win. Isaiah Likely looks like he stepped up to the plate, and looks like he's going to be the new star over there along with Zay Flowers. So maybe that's the future to come. I wish they would have used Derick Henry a little bit more after the first quarter. He was running over the Chiefs. He was dominant. He was dominant that first quarter, but they went away from that, which is the same thing they did in the AFC Championship. So I hope Baltimore learns from their mistakes and they correct that going forward. Other than that, you played the Super Bowl championship winning team. You put up 20 points. They put up 27. We lost by a pinky toe. It was a phenomenal game. It was exciting. It was just great to see football back on TV again after so long. It's like an itch. You feel like a heroin addict that you need that drug, that needle in your arm, and football is back, baby. So we're all getting our fix. And that's it.
I like that. I like that idea behind that. We are getting that fix, you know, and I'm glad you said about Likely, because, you know, you and I, we argue a lot. We argue a lot, especially off camera. Okay, about how we feel about certain things. And earlier in the year, we argued about Likely hard, okay, because you're pretty sure that Likely was good. I was like, nope, Likely's trash, back and forth. You know what? I apologize. On air, I apologize. Likely definitely showed himself not to be trash. Definitely showed himself to be the future of this team. The next, you know, Mark Andrews did not do what Mark Andrews normally does. You know, it looked as though they're kind of using him as something different. But Likely's very, very, very electric, athletic, and he showed something. He showed a lot. Okay, there's some positive things to take from this loss. Although I was right about KC, the Ravens went into this with the whole concept of trying to do something different, and then they went away from it, and that's what I wanted to talk about here, okay? Because, like you said, it was amazing in the first quarter when it came out, because I called for the Chiefs to win, and as I started watching the game, I said, uh-oh. Because Mr. Derick Henry was running all over the place in the first quarter, and he looked fantastic. And he scored the first touchdown and just drove, he right down their throats. And then all of a sudden, the Ravens were the Ravens again, because they're a great running team, but not with their running backs. Right? And I wanted to get with Justin on this. Hey, Justin, what's the deal with the fact that you go ahead and you give Derick Henry $8 million to come to this team, and then you only rush him 13 carries. Talk to me about that, Justin.
I mean, we've said this before. He's a 30-year-old running back, and the problem with the Ravens last year was that you didn't have, even though you had a running back, you didn't have an effective running back. Now that you add Derick Henry to the mix, you kind of get a an outlet for Lamar. So basically, you have two to worry about back there. You're not just worried about Lamar Jackson running you, worry about Derick Henry running you over. So it kind of gives that defense that doubt in the back of their mind. But he's a decoy back there, like we said. It's a Lamar show. And the 13 carries, 46 yard proves it right there. You establish a run in the first quarter, then you walk away from that throughout the second and the fourth quarter. Thing about it is that you're not going to do that to a championship team like the Kansas City Chiefs, man. So it may work against these other little teams, but against Super Bowl contending teams who's been here year by year, it's not going to work against these guys. These guys seen it all. So, I mean, I get the $8 million. You don't want to play against them, so you play with them, but I feel like you're wasting money, man.
I can't say that you're wrong on that.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate because, like I said, he looked fantastic in the first. That first drive, I said, "Oh, we're in trouble." Right? I mean, it's awesome that you look at the numbers. They're almost they make you feel like something is different. If you didn't watch the game and you just looked at the box score, Lamar's numbers looked great. But was he really that great? Or was, I like the fact how the Ravens played, but I said it in my last video, the Chiefs own Lamar, and they did it again. They owned them in this one. I don't know what's going on with it's this team. Because when Lamar plays everybody else, totally different quarterback. But I do have a thing about this, right?
Just wait till the playoffs when we knock them out in the first round.
Hey, I hope you know what you sound like a Cowboys fan when they talk about them. Oh, just wait till next year when we win the Super Bowl. Okay, that's the same thing the Cowboys fans say. Trust me, I said it last year. Okay, but what's up with this game plan? You have the best rushing team in football. Okay, Lamar dropped back 41 times to pass, but that's misleading because you know what? Those 16 rushes for 122 yards. Those were pass plays. I watched the game.
Yeah, I
watched the game. Okay, this was not like he was in some type of a wildcat offense, and this,
Yeah, thank God.
I know how I know that Kory talks about this read option. I hear you, but this was not read option. This was him dropping back,
and
the coverage was really good for the Chiefs because they have a great defense, and then he started scrambling. So they really dropped back. So if you really want to talk about it, they try to throw the ball 57 times. In reality, if you really want to talk about it, okay, 57 times. So he threw for 273 yards with a TD, and he took a sack. I couldn't fit it in that line there, okay. But his rushing for 122 was because the play had fallen apart, and he's very dynamic, okay. But why are you throwing the ball 57 times? Tyler, can you give me a little bit on this? Tell me what you think is going on. What was up with that?
Well, I think they're trying to throw the ball more in general because, like with Derick Henry coming in, it's the idea that you are like that. Like you said, that first quarter really showed up. So they're trying to work on the running game, but they've improved it with that. They don't have to rely on Lamar Jackson as much. But now what happens is what's going on is they're still covering everybody. His wide receivers are getting covered all the time, and he's then scrambling because then he can't find anyone wide open, and he just relies on what he always relies on. We all know that Lamar Jackson can run the ball. He's done it his whole career. So when they're trying to throw the ball more to try to not rely on him running as much. But in this instance, especially against the Chiefs, like you said, they got his number. They know how the Ravens play. They know how Jackson plays. So as long as they know, okay, if we can get everything covered, he's going to go back to his default and run the ball, and it's going to stop them from gaining as stop the getting more yards with the passing plays. I think they're trying to develop a more passing play with him, but it's just this is one of the teams you're not going to do it against.
I'm with you on that. Lastly, on this team, just real quick, I did notice it wasn't as clear as evident, but the defensive front, which is still a very good defensive team, but they look like there was a lot of miscues. They look like there was a lot going on there, and I don't know if that's going to like improve over the year. I hope so. I hope it does. I know they have a new coordinator, and there's going to be some bumps in the road, some growing pains, and I'm hoping that improves because there was just a lot going on over there. Worthy, which I'm going to take nothing away from him because that guy's a freaking star in the making. You see how fast he is, man? Did y'all see how fast he was?
Dude has a second gear, man. He just as soon as he makes one cut, gone.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I want to believe this is the next Tyreek Hill for this team, but I'm not sure yet because, like I said, there was some miscues on the Baltimore secondary that, I'd like to see him do it against more teams. And then if he does it against more teams, then I'm like, oh shit, this is what we got, But all in all, both teams look great. But this is I'm not going to count either team out. I think at the end of the season, these are the same two teams we're going to have playing in the AFC Championship game. I'm just pointing that out. These are the two teams I would pick to go to the AFC Championship game.
Well, don't forget, we just added 2 new corners, 2 young guys. I think our defense outplayed Kansas City's defense per se for the fact that we had 2 sacks. We had more pass deflections. We played a lot better. We played hungrier, but nothing against Kansas City because I've said it before, and this is where Baltimore messed up. Do not give Patrick Mahomes the ball. The less time he has with the ball, you win.
Yeah.
If you have more possession of time with the ball, guess what? Patrick Mahomes can't beat you. So running the ball should have been your bread and butter. That goes to any NFL team that's listening to this. When you play Kansas City, do not let Patrick Mahomes get that ball. Run.
It's
Run
tough
as
when
much
you
as
have a
you
guy
can.
like Chris Jones on that team.
He's one man, though.
I
Their
know, but that one
linebackers-
man got to Lamar, and that one man was in Lamar's face the whole
one
game.
play. Lamar only got sacked once. Patrick went
No,
down
he got
twice.
sacked once. He was hurried like a bunch of times. He was in his face the game. Well, there was another game last night. We had our first Friday. Okay. The Philadelphia Eagles played the Green Bay Packers in Brazil.
I got a loss too, Tyler. I got a loss too.
In Brazil. Okay. In Sao Paulo. Game was good. The game was good. Both offenses looked like they did their thing. Both defenses looked like they
didn't do shit.
Yeah, like they stayed in America.
No, I know what happened.
We ain't gonna. This is a family show, Kory.
I'll say it in a family way.
Yeah, you can say it PG.
They were gonna do. They were doing what I would do when I was their age. What I was doing, they did that when they was in Brazil. Those guys were jet flying, limousine riding, wheeling, dealing, kiss stealing, son of a guns that could make any girl cry that night. Mm-hmm. That's what they were doing. If you understand where I'm coming from.
I mean, they're up in Brazil. We know we're all fully aware of the women there. So let's just say the defense's eyes weren't on the ball as much as it should have been.
Apparently not. Apparently not.
They were on another kind of round object.
Oh, okay. We're gonna move on, Kory. We're gonna go move on before you get us canceled. Okay, we haven't even got a chance to to get on. But we did get some good offense out of these games. We did see a lot. Okay. Obviously, Saquon Barkley, the ops, as far as I'm concerned, because he left New York, did his thing. Okay, did his thing. He looked fantastic. Justin, let me get to you on this.
Oh, I'm glad you're bringing this shit to me.
Oh, I'm bringing it to you. I need you to attack Barkley.
Let's talk about this year in fantasy football league winner, drafted 8th overall, to the Dream Chasers,
Eh.
led by yours truly.
Mm-hmm.
Yours truly. Saquon Barkley, you did amazing, bro. Finally. Let's see what you can do with a good offensive line, a good offense. Just some bad colors, bro. Just some bad colors.
Ugly ass colors.
I ain't gonna hate on you, bro. You did your thing. 1 receiving touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns on the ground. Damn near had 3 rushing touchdowns on the ground. But we not gonna get to it, man. Over 122 total, I believe. Did your thing, big dog. If he's like this all year round, the Eagles look scary offensively.
Okay. So I'm not going to hate on you for being a little excited about Barkley, but I also drafted my guy that I got happy to have, Josh Jacobs, and I keep telling y'all was the steal, did his thing too. He just didn't rush as many. He didn't rush as many times as Barkley. So let me go to Tyler now. Tyler, it's your team. I know you're disappointed at the outcome, but tell me a little bit about Josh Jacobs and the rest of this offensive unit. Tell me what you thought about him.
I mean, for a first game going against the Eagles, which we all know, I mean, they have a lot of firepower themselves. They really showed up. Josh Jacobs looked really good, and I mean, all around they looked really good because, I mean, you even saw a little bit from everybody essentially, so which is really good. Reed, I thought looked really well during the game as well.
Mm-hmm.
He played really well. But then it's like instead of we had a lot of firepower during this game, which is really good because you had Reed doing his thing, Jacobs doing his thing. Then it does say, yep, yeah, Dowds, he was over there. You got so many you have so many other factors, so it's not really focusing on one big key player. We have a lot of not key players essentially, but we have a wider spread, so it's going to be a little bit more to look at because it's like, oh, he's going that way, he's going this way. Who are we going to pick? Because both of them, it could be a potential problem. Offensive wise, I thought we looked really well, and it's an unfortunate loss for the team, but we played them hard, and really this was just who had the slightly better offense, and we're talking about, or like y'all said, Saquon Barkley. I mean, that's just a monster right there. So I'm disappointed, but still, I think a good showing, and I hope Love can get back on that field, and he's not going to be too hurt after that last hit.
And you know what? That brings me exactly to my next point. At the very end of the game, when they were ready to do this Hail Mary play, Love was trying to put them into a good position to have the Hail Mary. And as he was doing a lateral to one of his teammates, he took a really bad hit, went down. It looked ugly. If you looked at the replay, which obviously I'll have it there for you, but if you looked at the replay, I thought it was going to be a lot worse. And it turns out it's a high ankle sprain. I think he'll be dealing with that for a little while, but it's not something that I don't think it will really keep him out of the game for much. Thankfully, because I'd hate to see him actually get hurt. This is a young guy. He just got his money.
Did he?
See good things out
Yeah,
there.
he got the 55. Yeah, he got 55.
Oh, he got paid good. He got paid good. But I failed to at least acknowledge the fact that AJ had his numbers. You saw what he did. Like, what was it? 128 off of what, like 5 receptions.
He got
119, 5 catches with a touchdown, long of 67.
Yeah, he got all that shit on one.
That's cool. Thanks. I don't look this stuff up.
Well, I would like to say something.
Yeah, hold on. But I also want to talk about who's the other wide receiver?
Devonta Smith.
Yeah,
Devonta Smith. Thank you for I drew a blank on his name. He was all over the place. He had like 7 catches. He just looked. I'm telling you, the Eagles' offense looks wonderful. Okay, except for the quarterback. I'm not a fan of the quarterback. I think he's going to just be a game manager unless he steps it up. But the defense, we need something to happen there because your defense looks trash. I'm just putting that out there. So compliment, and a negative at the same time. Kory, you got something? Go ahead, bro.
So first, I'll go with, to me, Jordan Love and Jalen Hurts were a bit lackluster at times. I think that they just seemed like they weren't there. They weren't in rhythm with their teams. They both dropped back to throw 34 passes. Love had connected on 17 and Hurts had 20. That's something they need to work on. They need to look like they know what they're doing a little bit more often when they're out there. Their defense, to speak on that, to me, when I was watching it, Philly's defense had flashes of greatness last night. That Reed Blankenship or Jake, whatever his name, Blankenship, that interception he got, that was perfect timing. But then, like, on another play, he's doing nothing. He doesn't know what he's doing. There was too many blown coverages out there by both teams. Because when Reed and when AJ Brown was doing their thing, it looked like nobody was there to stop him. Devontae Smith looked like he could do whatever he want. Both teams need to work on that because Green Bay, I know they had a good defense last year, and this Philly defense has some really good players in that secondary. I know they were missing Devin White and Bradbury, but need to get it together. If you want to win a championship, you got to get it together. Josh Jacobs looked a little flat. Saquon looked amazing to me. This is just to me.
You really think Josh Jacobs looked
because he didn't get it going
more like per yard than Saquon Barkley? He just rushed less.
He didn't get it going until later, like the third, fourth quarter, from what I remember. Green Bay looks very promising for the future. Once those young guys mature a little bit more, look out NFL. That's what I'm going to say.
I'm so glad you said that because that's going to lead me into my next thing. A lot of folks out there, a lot. I was not one of them. Tyler is, but I was not one of them. A lot of people feel that Green Bay is the sleeper, if not their pick for the Super Bowl this year, like out of the NFC. A lot of people. Kory and I were talking about this. The guy who predicted the last five Super Bowls in a row?
Super Bowl winners.
Yeah, Super Bowl winners in a row picked Green Bay to go. And a lot of people, I was watching ESPN the other day. Like a lot of the ESPN commentators all picking Green Bay. With that said, with this loss, I know it's super early in the season. It's game one. They did play only one team. Okay. But with the ankle injury, with everything that we saw, would you still put them as an odds-on favorite still to go to the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Well, obviously Tyler's going to jump in with a yes.
I was going to say that.
Between the other two, what do you guys think? Would you guys put them as one of the favorites to still go to the Super Bowl?
We saw it last year. They were trashed the first half of the season. And look how far they made it last season. So, yeah, there's a lot of potential. Even if let's say Love is out the next 2 or 3 weeks and they lose all 3 games, there's still a lot of potential there once he comes back. You know?
It's a long season.
Yeah. So I would say yes.
What about you, Justin? How do you feel about that?
This offense looks amazing from what I saw because Jordan Love is making the connections. I know his percentage from last night doesn't look like it should be, but if you guys are watching the game, that a lot of those balls made the connections but slippery. They were slipping on the field.
Field was trash.
Balls going through the hands. So it was a lot of, he made the targets. The receivers just, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know
Behave
about
yourself,
that one.
Kory.
I don't know about that one because there was a miscue. Josh Jacobs on a wheel route, and
I'm not saying
that should have been a pick 6 by the Eagles defense.
I'm not saying it was perfect, but what I'm saying that his percentage could have been better if the receivers made the catches that they were supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot of
he was making bad throws.
When I was watching the balls in the beginning of the game, the balls were going through the receivers' gloves. Receivers were making the connections. Receivers were slipping on the field, causing the route.
Field was really bad.
So from what I say, this is the same story we seen with the Detroit Lions last year. Meaning the defense being the back half of the team. Meaning I'm just gonna outscore you to beat you in this game. I'm not gonna try to stop you. I'm just gonna outscore you. That's what I'm looking at when I see Green Bay, and that's what I'm comparing them to is the Detroit Lions from last year.
I hope not. I hope
not too. But from what I seen last night, going up on the Eagles, you know what I'm saying, the half, and then them coming back to score 30, 31 throughout the 31
Nah,
too much.
they were up by 2, I think, at the end of the half. Yeah. Because the Eagles kicked
The
the
Eagles
field
had a
goal.
lot of turnovers last night. It was
Yeah,
you
he had 2. And they had some fumbles. He had 2 picks and they had some fumbles.
That's what I'm saying. So there's a lot of turnovers, a lot of mistakes that were made. But what I'm saying is that to still score 31 with all those mistakes, that's a problem.
Well, that was Saquon.
Saquon's a beast, dog.
That was Saquon.
All right, but either way, we were blessed with a good game. Let's see how this goes going forward. But let's talk about this. Sunday, we got the rest of the NFL. And Sundays matter for more than just church. Okay, again. So at this point, the pastor has to hurry up so we can all get home.
Hurry up, Charlie.
Yeah, hurry up, Charlie, so we can get home and watch the rest of these games. Okay, but some games are better than others. Some games are worth watching more than others.
Quick note.
What do you got, Kory?
Jordan Love is believed to have suffered a non-season-ending MCL injury, expected to miss some time. Just came over.
It doesn't say about how much time?
Mm-mm. Well, that's
All
from
right,
Chef.
I checked it on you earlier, and it didn't look that bad.
So it's non-ending season injury, MCL. So I don't know how long that'll take him to heal.
Well, you know, he's Gen Z, so who knows? Everything takes a long time for Gen Z. They're not Gen X's.
All right, bro.
Gen X would have came out and we would have got right back in the game, son.
Just wrap it up, coach.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
You know, you heard Rocky. Cut the eye, man. Cut it. Just cut me, man.
Who was that guy who got his finger stuck in the helmet all those years ago? He said, just cut it off and leave it on ice. I can't remember what player said that.
I don't know, but that's some extra shit. It might not even be Gen X. That might be like...
Oh, this is a long time ago.
That might be the Superman League or some shit.
That might be like the Dick Butkus and them boys.
Yeah,
back there.
them boys was crazy.
He got his finger stuck in the helmet.
Yeah,
and they're like
Gen
trying
X.
to get it. And he literally just says, cut it off and put it on ice and put me in. Like that was he was just wanting to get back in the field. They're like, chill the out, dude.
Put it on Adderall.
Tyler was watching the program. That's
He was watching a movie. He got it.
No, let's just say that's just a little cocaine, little white powder, just to keep him going. You know what I mean? Or testing his
family show.
Whoa. You talking
all right,
about,
guys. So not all games matter as much as others. So, like we did last year, we're gonna do it again. Some of these games we just want to talk about the winner, but we're gonna keep it pushing, man, because for time, you don't want to waste your time. We don't want to waste ours. Okay. So we got our quick picks, guys. Quick picks, really quick, going around the horn, and don't lie because Tyler's got your pick. Okay, Tyler has your pick.
Now.
I got
other
your
than
picks,
you, Justin, you didn't send your pick in, Justin. So
you're muted.
Right, you're on mute. You're on mute.
I said I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a phone person.
Just send me them.
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
I'm not gonna count the first two, so you're gonna be down by 2 no matter what at this point. So you better bounce back, baby.
What you mean down by 2?
You can't take the Ravens.
You can't pick the 2 winners.
KC. Yeah,
let's be honest. I was picking KC.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't picking the Eagles. So just I'm gonna be real honest.
All right, you know what? We're gonna give him we'll give him the pass on this because I actually believe him. He rooted last year in the Super Bowl for the Chiefs with me. We were going for KC. So I actually believe
he gets
him.
One.
We'll give him the 1-1. We'll give him the 1-1.
Okay.
I'm gonna
give you the Chiefs one, but the Packers Eagles game, you're not getting that one. That's going to be a negative.
He was going to pick the Packers. He said.
Yeah, I was going to pick the Packers.
All right, I guess we'll let it slide this time.
I mean, I did. I picked the Packers too. You know,
go Pack, go, baby. All right, what list we going for?
All right, so let's go to these quick pick games, guys. Quick pick games. First quick pick game: the Cardinals versus the Bills.
Come on, bro. You don't gotta ask me that question.
Bills.
Okay, we got the Bills. I already know Corey's going for Bills.
Yeah. I'm only scared of Marvin Harrison Jr.
Dude, I think we're all going for Bills here.
Yeah, me too. I'm with the Bills as well. And is Mo going for Bills?
Mo is going for the Bills.
All right, good. All right, he's got the list. He's our guy for this. Okay, next game, guys. The Titans versus the Bears.
The Bears.
Got the Bears, man. Give me
Bears.
Okay,
and Mo has the Titans.
Wow, the Ops.
Because he hates Caleb.
He hates Caleb,
Yeah,
and
hates
he's
Caleb.
going for the ops. Mo, you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, but yeah, I'm going for the Bears on this one. All right, next game. Patriots at the Bengals.
You know, this gonna be a good game now.
It's
Because from what
Bengals.
I got Bengals, but from what I heard is T. Higgins is doubtful, and Jamar Chase might not even play. So
It don't fucking matter.
They're
Me,
playing
you,
the Patriots, Corey.
me,
I know,
you,
but that's why I said it might be a
Tyler,
fair
and Mo
game.
can go play for them.
It might be a fair
Corey,
game.
Mo
the
also
Pa-
has the
The
Bengals.
Patriots
I
are
got
the
the
second
Bengals.
worst team. Only the
I got
Panthers
the
are a
Bengals.
worse
I got
team,
the
man.
Bengals, but I'm just saying it might be a fair game.
Okay, next game. The Panthers versus the Saints.
I got the Saints, man.
Saints. Mo says Saints.
All right. Next one, Vikings versus the Giants.
Ooh.
This one's a tough one for a quick pick, guys.
Ooh.
Vikings.
Justin, hit me with your first one.
I got the Giants, man.
Corey,
I got the Giants.
Vikings.
I got the Vikings as well.
I got the Giants, and Mo has the Vikings.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. I like their running back. Raiders Chargers. I like this game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I got Minshew.
You got Minshew. What about you, Justin?
Minshew Mania, baby. Got the Raiders.
Okay. What about you, Tyler?
Me and Mo both have the Chargers.
Woo, I got the Raiders in this one.
Ooh, that's right. They got hardball, so their defense is going to be completely different.
Yeah, it's still going to be trash, though. The Broncos at the Seahawks.
Go Hogs, baby.
Corey?
Go Hawks.
Tyler?
One of the few times that Mo and Corey agree on the Seahawks, except I believe in my boy Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. I knew you
Let's
were
go
going to say
Broncos.
that, but Tyler's going lone wolf on this one, okay? And he sparked up the very first one of the year. Where is the sound effect? Come on now. Hold on.
Wait, I think I would have been lone wolf Ravens. I think everybody else would have picked the Chiefs, no?
No, I think that Mo
I
picked
picked
the Ravens
Ravens.
with you.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, so yeah, I'm with the Seahawks on this one. Okay.
Mo picked the
Bucks
Eagles
Commanders,
too?
guys. Bucks
Yeah,
Commanders.
Seahawks.
Ooh.
No, the Eagles. I got the Bucks.
No.
You got the Bucks. What about you, Justin?
Oh, bro.
Huh? Say that again, Justin. Come
Got
on
the
now.
Commanders, man.
You got the Commanders.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay, Tyler.
Damn, man, I'm letting Mayfield bake, baby.
Okay, and what did Mo say? Did Mo go for the bake man?
The Muffin Man.
Mo went for the Muffin Man.
Oh, wow.
Went for the Muffin Man.
So Justin went lone wolf on that one too. Okay. All right. So those were our quick picks. Let's start talking about the games that might be worth watching, guys. Okay. First one is the Steelers versus the Falcons. I'm excited to see this one because you got Kirk Cousins, you got what was supposed to be Russell Wilson. I'll let the cat out of the bag. Right now, it seems that he had a slight injury and he's iffy. Might not play. In week 1, we might get Justin Fields in week 1, which is what I want anyway.
Crazy.
I'm not hoping anything bad on Russell Wilson. I like Russell Wilson. I know Justin loves Russell Wilson. But I got to think about Justin Fields, man, and I would love to see him get an opportunity. I like him. But with that said, even with either player, I think the teams are not going to be that different either way. So real quick, guys, tell me what you think. Tell me why you think. We're going to spend a little bit more time on this. I'll give you a little bit more time. Try not to kill me on the time, though. So let me start with Tyler. Tyler, what do you think as far as how this game's going to be?
Honestly, I think I'm probably leaning towards more the Falcons on this one. I think right now the Falcons really have a really stacked team, and I just nothing against Russell Wilson personally or anything like that, but I don't think I think Justin Fields is going to be better than Russell Wilson at the moment. I think that so starting Russell Wilson and stuff, this is a thing where he's going to have to really show out, and you can make a lot of mistakes when your starting position's on the line. That's a lot of pressure. Not saying he can't handle it, but I'm just thinking that he might not be able to pull it off against the Falcons. This is going to be his big test. I think this is going to be his big test to be a starter. But I'm leaning towards Falcons on this one.
I like that. I'll give you an opportunity, Mr. Kory. Give you an opportunity. Tell me what you think about it.
Man, I told you I think Falcons are my dark horse. They're my sleeper. Justin Fields, I like Justin Fields. I used to like Russell Wilson, but Kirk Cousins is a more complete quarterback, as Justin Fields and Russell Wilson are more dynamic quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins has more weapons on offense. Kirk Cousins has been there. Kirk Cousins can do it on offense, and I think that Falcons defense is that much more improved. And with having Raheem Morris over there, a defensive-minded kind of coach, he is definitely going to put that defense in the right positions to make the right plays, to shut down offenses at times. And I think the Steelers' offense just doesn't have enough firepower to beat the Falcons. I'm going to keep it real simple.
I like it. Justin, I'll give you the opportunity. I saved you for last for a reason, because although Russell Wilson might not play, it hasn't been announced yet. So I'm going to assume, because he was named the starter, that he's playing. And with that, what do you think about it? And talk to me. You're on the clock.
I don't think the quarterback play matters in this game, only because I'm siding with the Falcons throughout this entire this game. Like Kory hit it right on the head when he said it. He was like, a more improved defense with the more complete quarterback and the more weapons, and he hit it right on the head. The Falcons are a more complete team than the Steelers, in my opinion. And I feel like with the new safety duo, the new linebacker additions to the Falcons, it doesn't matter who the quarterback play is. It's not going to look good for the Steelers.
Okay. So with that said, hey, Tyler, who did Mo pick?
You know he picked the Falcons just to mess with his uncle.
Mo picked the Falcons. I'm also looking up just something real quick just to see if I can find something. And it's, as of right now, it looks like Wilson is expected to miss the game.
Okay. So if I tallied right and if I heard right, all of you are picking the Falcons?
Agreed.
Yes.
I am going for the Steelers to win this game. If Russell Wilson misses, especially, Justin Fields is going to impress. All right.
If he shows up and shows out, that starting job is his.
Yep, and that's what I'm expecting. And they'll gladly give up that 3rd round pick that they have to give up if this guy turns out to be their future star. And I'd say let it happen, because I honestly like him a lot. I'm just putting that out there. All right, next. The Houston Texans are going into Indianapolis to play the Colts. This one's an interesting game, guys, because the Colts look really good. I know they had Minshew, and they no longer have Minshew, but Anthony Richardson is back. There's a lot of heat on him because he's got a lot to step into, but he's also a very dynamic player. So with that, C.J. Stroud's bringing his Texans, and there's a lot of hype on them. So let's start the other way. Justin, talk to me. How do you feel, and where are you at right now with this game?
I love Anthony Richardson and everything he stands for. The way he plays, the way he's able to make plays, the way he's able to score. I picked him in my fantasy sleepers, top quarterbacks. So, and I caught a lot of heat for that, but I said it for a reason. He only had 4 games to show out, and he showed out more than what he needed to. So imagine, hopefully he plays the entire season, but C.J. Stroud is the reigning, defending Rookie of the Year. He's coming in with a newer toy to play with. You know, he's old, but he's new to him. You know what I'm saying? So I like the Texans in this one, bro, just because of this high-power offense. The defense has always been shaky, but it doesn't matter because Derek Stingley now has a whole offseason with D'Amico Ryan. D'Amico.
Yeah, D'Amico Ryans. Yeah,
right.
You got it right.
So man. So Derek Stingley is the X factor in this game. I'm going to side on the Texans, brother.
Okay. Well, let me get to Tyler. Tyler, how do you feel about this game? Where you see it at?
So how I'm going to pretty much kind of piggybacking off of Justin. I mean, the Texans, they're full of firepower. It's one of the reasons when we were talking about the fantasy leagues and kind of avoiding some of those players fantasy-wise because they're so stacked. So with that going on, I think I think they're just going to be too good of a team. And also, when it comes to this, Colts haven't won a season opening game in the past 10 years.
Damn.
They are on a 10-game winless streak in opening games. So I think when you're going up against the Texans, this ain't the team you're going to want to go against for your opening season. It's going to be 11.
Okay. And of course, Kory, I want to get your take.
I am high on the Texans, and they're going to win this game easy. Look, Anthony Richardson, I think he's going to be a good quarterback for the future. He has three good weapons. Adonai Mitchell with Michael Pittman, who I wanted to get again this year, and then they have another quarterback, another wide receiver who's really good, but I forget his name in the slot. Problem is, that's it. Jonathan Taylor,
Josh Downs.
Yeah, Josh Downs. That's their third wide receiver. He's going to look good. But you're going against the Texans. Like Justin said, offensive rookie of the year and defensive rookie of the year on the other side of the ball. Y'all are forgetting that. But there's one thing y'all are forgetting. One thing. This offseason, they grabbed Danielle Hunter, who was almost leading the league last year in sacks on Minnesota. So now with Will Anderson Jr. and Danielle Hunter on the other side, oh boy, this is going to be a new look defense. And my boy, D'Amico Ryan, shout out to you, baby, because you know what? I wanted you to be coach of the year last year, but you were snubbed. They gave it to the guy who Cleveland coach. It should have been D'Amico Ryans.
I mean, the guy who deserved it.
D'Amico Ryans deserved it because he took a team that was dog water and turned them into contender. He brought them all the way into the playoffs. And guess what? They beat the Cleveland Browns to face the Baltimore Ravens in the next round. So who's the better coach? And they smacked the Browns at that, and their defense stepped up that game. Look at what they're going to be like this year. It's going to be amazing to watch the Texans. So my uncle, who lives in Texas, I hope they have a great season, but I hope they don't beat Baltimore.
All right, I'm with you. Just to put it out there, I give my dogs cold water, bottled water only. They're very happy. They're content. So dog water is good in this house. Okay, that's one. Secondly, they may have beaten Cleveland. Okay, but Cleveland did it without a real quarterback. They had Joe Flacco, who was 45 years old. Okay,
Super Bowl MVP winning quarterback.
We're going to get into that shortly, Kory. So hold it.
15 years ago, bro.
All right.
Matter of fact, he's on the Colts now.
Okay. Kory. I'm sorry, not Kory. Tyler. What did Mo pick? Who did Mo pick?
Mo picked the Texans.
Mo picked the Texans. Wow. Okay.
Well, he went against the up.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going for the Colts in this one. Okay. I like the fact that I think honestly the Texans were phenomenal last year. But here's the thing. We're not surprised anymore. We know who you are. We have your names. We have your addresses. We're coming to get you. Just like the actual chase glitch. We know who you are. We're coming to get you too. All right. But they're not a surprise anymore. D'Amico Ryan did a great job, but here's the thing: he had nothing to do with that offense. He had nothing to do with that offense. He doesn't even know how to spell offense. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna pick the Colts at home. Anthony Richardson is healthy. I like this team a lot.
He's got to stay upright.
He's got to stay upright. I agree with you. Okay, if he goes down, his team is down, even though they have Flacco. But if he goes down, his team is down. But if he's there and he's able to do what he does, I think they're going to surprise a lot of people this year. All right? So, Mo's not here, but the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to Miami to play the Dolphins. This is a Florida game. All of us living in Florida know we've been hearing about this all week. Okay? So, guys, where are we standing on this? Let me start with Kory. Okay, Kory.
I forgot to mention that Texas game's a rivalry game. But anyway, let's get past that. I got the Dolphins. They're really good in their season openers. It's down in Miami at that. You're looking at Tyreek Hill. They've had some additions on defense. Tua's just going to come out, close his eyes, throw the ball, touchdown. Achan's healthy. Raheem Mostert's back there too. They're going to be able to run against this Jacksonville defense. A lot of play action. They're going to kill him over the top. And they got Jalen Ramsey, who has an affinity against Jacksonville now because he was once there and he forced his way out. So,
do you mean the newly highest paid
cornerback in the league? Yes.
Are you talking about that Jalen Ramsey?
That Jalen Ramsey till I don't know if it's Sauce Gardner or someone's going to probably break the record.
Sauce is probably going to get his money.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Sauce.
Yeah, but yeah, you're going to see a monster in Jacksonville. I know they added somebody else on defense. I just can't. Oh, Chop Robinson. It's going to be his premiere. So I expect him to at least get a sack and disrupt Trevor a little bit. Nothing against you, Mo. I love you. It is what it is.
Mo didn't show up today, so let's trash the Jags. Let's get it.
No, because he's going to say it was my idea.
It is your idea. Let's get it. Let's get it. No. I ain't scared of you, Mo. I ain't scared of you. Tyler, how do you feel about this game?
So I am going to lean towards the Jags on this one. The Jags were a very dangerous team last year. Prior, injuries is kind of what was their ultimate downfall. Still think they're a dangerous team. I'm not high at all on the Dolphins quarterback. I'm just not. None of us really are. You gave him a lot of money. I just don't think he's great. I mean, yeah, they have the firepower. Don't get me wrong. They got Tyreek Hill and everything like that. But I just don't have much faith in the Dolphins, especially last year was the big show out. And then now you know how they play. And I just don't think, like I said, they couldn't beat what is it, the 500 average? They couldn't beat them. So we're going up against this team that is a 500 average besides injuries last year. They were going to be that, if they weren't. The one thing I also just looked up is Jalen Ramsey is questionable for a hamstring injury that he sustained on Friday. So I don't know how much firepower he's going to bring to. I mean, don't get me wrong, it could be something small, it could be something simple, but also might not be. So he might not be able to bring as much heat as we think he can. But I'm definitely leaning towards the Jag on this one. I'm just the Dolphins. I just don't have much faith in them. They got to prove me wrong this season. They got to beat a 500 team.
I got you. And you know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with not being high on your boy Tua. There's only one person that's high on Tua. Have you guys seen that picture of Mike?
The coach?
Yeah, the coach.
I think he's creepy.
What? He looks high as hell. Did you see his last interview?
With the curly hair?
Yeah, man.
He looked like a coke dealer.
He's the only one getting high on tour right now, okay? Okay. Hey, Justin, what do you think? How does this game play out?
It's going to be a Tyreek Hill show. It's going to be a whole lot of motion, whole lot of confusion. It's going to be a whole lot of man. And I'm taking the Dolphins in this one, bro. Just because of the speed, the outbreak in offense. I'm not even going to mention Odell Beckham because he's non-existent in the last 3 years. But I'm going to mention the motions, like I said, the motioning, Achan, Raheem Mostert. Those are the people that you need to watch out for. And that's going to be the reason why the Dolphins win this game.
Good job on that one. You know what? I agree with you. I'm going to pick the Dolphins on this one. I think that Hill is going to do his thing. I think that Tua is going to put those numbers up. But by the end of the season, though, I just want to point that out. I do agree that the Jags will be a better, improved team if they can stay healthy. I just think that they lose this one. Okay. How did Mo have it, Tyler?
I mean, it's going to be a surprise to you guys, in all honesty. I was really surprised at his honesty when I got the list from him. It was I got the list and double-checked the name on who texted it. And in all honesty, he picked the fucking Jags is what he did.
You got me with that shit.
Yeah, for real. I was like, what?
He's standing on business. He's going to support that team no matter what, baby.
I'm with you. Okay, at least that made sense.
He's got two new wide receivers, so we got to see what they're going to do, what the chemistry looks like.
All right. To the Cowboys against the Browns. That's why I said, hold on to Kory. We're going to talk about that. Kory, you're frozen on me. All right. So the Cowboys against the Browns. All right. I'll start with you, Kory. Talk to me about this team.
I mean, they struggled against them last year, the Cowboys did, but I'm picking the Cowboys.
Mm.
I know it's crazy to say. Yes, I'm insane. Dak's playing for money. He's going to play with a reason. He's going to play with fire. He's going to go out there and try to light them up. Remember, all their defense players are back. That secondary is going to be healthy because they were missing Diggs last year. I think the Browns were fortunate to have Flacco last year. Their defense, the Browns, don't get me wrong, the Browns defense is going to be good, but I do think Dallas will expose some things offensively when they're out there on the field throwing the ball. But yeah, I have the Cowboys winning because I don't see the Browns offense really pushing like that with Deshaun Watson back there. We haven't seen anything from Deshaun since he's been a Brown. We have not seen him do anything for that offense. So if that offense can't move the ball against one of the worst running defenses, let's say, Cowboys all the way.
Mm. Okay. All right. Justin, let me go to you on that. How do you feel about that?
I'm taking the Cowboys in this one. It's not because of I believe in Dak and everything like that. It's because I don't believe in Deshaun. And Dak, like Kory said, Dak's playing for money, but I don't think that will play any factor into this game. I think the Browns was gonna dig themselves in a lower grade. Yeah, they got the defense there, but that offense, I just don't believe in it. Not ran by Deshaun. I'm sorry. I need to see the old Deshaun, but until I see that, I'm a bet against the Browns all year long.
I got you. All right, 10-4. I'm with that. I'm with that. All right. And Tyler, let me start with you on this. How do you feel about this game?
So it's still, we're looking into reports when it comes to this. Still, there's no contract agreement at all with Dak Prescott still. But they said that they've made progress, but I feel like they've been making progress for the past 3 months.
Come on,
But
Tyler. He ain't signing that contract, man.
I don't think he is either. I think this is Dak's going to show out, make his final year, and just show the Cowboys what they're losing when you jump ship to another team. So, and we all know Dak Prescott, he's a regular season demon. So I think the Cowboys are going to come and take it. I mean, the Browns, are they playing in Dallas?
No, they're
playing in Cleveland.
Playing Cleveland.
Playing in Cleveland. Okay. So with that, I don't see it changing much because it's also the Cowboys at the end of it. Phenomenal team. They show it every season. I could see this being another third season in a row going 12 or higher. So with this going on, I'm going to hit the Cowboys. I just think the Browns are going to be good enough or a strong enough a contender against them, especially with Dak being like, it's time to show the world what I can do and what I'm made of and move on.
Okay. I'm with that. How do I see it? I see it being slightly different. I agree with you, Kory, that when you said that Dak's playing for his money, guess what? Dak's not playing for money. Okay? Dak's getting his money regardless of what the hell he does. Okay? Barring him getting any major injuries, Dak can go out there and lose every game of the year this year. Okay? And somebody's still going to give him the money because there's a lot of teams out there who want a player like Dak, including Jerry Jones, who's still trying to talk to him now, even though he talked all that smack. I'm trying to watch my language. That he talked all that smack throughout the whole with the offseason. So I don't agree with you that he's playing for money. At this point, he's playing, but he's not playing for money. But on the other hand, Deshaun is playing for his career. Because here's the thing. We have not seen a good Watson since 2020. So he's played, 16 games in the past few seasons with the Browns?
Last two?
Yeah, and he's been trash. All right. And the first game that he finally starts to play a little bit like he looks like he might be something, he gets hurt and he's gone last season. But here's my point about it. And unlike his situation is unlike anybody else's in the sense of this. We've seen this team without you. Joe Flacco came in and brought this team and took them to the playoffs, and they look good. So now, without Flacco there, how long does the rest of this team sitting next to him in that locker room, if he's not performing, if they're not winning, if he's not old Watson, if they're 1-5, they're going to look at each other saying, hey, man, the only difference from last season is our quarterback. And last season we were a 12-win team, went deep into the playoffs. The only difference is the quarterback. Okay? That's unlike anything else because everything else is subjective. Every other team, if you took Lamar off of the Ravens, you don't know what the Ravens look like without Lamar. You can guess what the Ravens look like. You don't know because Lamar's there every week. Okay? You don't know what the Cowboys look like without Dak because he's there every week. But you already know what the Browns look like without Deshaun Watson. So he has all the pressure on him. He better damn win. But I'm still picking the Cowboys.
I'm just glad the NFL didn't send this team, this game down to Brazil because Deshaun Watson and Mo would have been lost at them special spots. Wow.
You being reckless right now. And especially, the reason why you being reckless is because Mo is here.
Oh my God, he's got on the glasses and almost.
He's ready for you.
You might as well just put on a turtleneck for this show.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Okay, because the reason I didn't ask Tyler,
$1 million there, Mo. You look like $1 million, baby.
You need a neck brace.
The reason I didn't ask Tyler, who did Mo pick was because I knew Mo was in the back. You know, he was backstage waiting for me to bring him in.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mo, I'm gonna go to you now. I'm gonna give you some time.
Stick with the
Okay, I'm gonna give you some time now.
What's up?
By the way, welcome to the show. But here you go. Tell me, how do you see the Cowboys Browns?
How I see the Cowboys Browns. I think it'll be another good game. Let's start with that. Let's start with love. I honestly forgot who I think I said the Browns.
Did
you
really
pick the
say
Browns? I picked the Browns.
Yeah, I picked the Browns because of it's too much dysfunction in Dallas right now. At the most important
I can't
position,
even say you're wrong.
At the most important position, that quarterback, that man ain't ease. He's not at ease, you know. CD is, but not Dak. And you know, he may go out there and try to put on the show because he wants his contract. He want to stay in Dallas. But I don't see Deshaun Watson playing less stellar than Dak because, like you said, because I was listening, like you said, he playing for his career where Dak is not. Dak gonna have a career regardless.
I'm with you on that. I agree with you wholeheartedly. But I'm still picking the Cowboys because ultimately, at the end of the day, Dak is still Dak. Dak has not even faltered. He's like, you know what it is. I'm going to take my talent elsewhere at the end of the season, or I'm going to stay here. It doesn't matter. Either way, I'm still going to perform. He's not worried about his money. So he's just going to play. And I do understand what you're saying about him being not at ease, but I think he's more at ease than he's ever been. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't care anymore.
Was he at ease last contract?
I think he would have thought he got it.
No, the last contract he wasn't at ease, but there was a difference. He's already been through this whole thing. He's already made his crazy money. And here's the thing. Now having this contract where he's got the no trade, no franchise, no nothing, I'm in complete control of my future. If I'm playing where I want to play, which I think he still does want to stay in Dallas. I think he wants to stay in Dallas. But if he's not playing in Dallas, he's totally prepared to go somewhere else and take that money. I think because he knows he's going to get $60 million regardless. Okay. At this point, we're talking about 4 years, $60 million plus per season, and it's going to be a lot of guaranteed money. It's going to be like 220 guaranteed. It's going to be crazy. And he's going to get it. He's going to get it. Whether he goes to the Giants, whether he goes to Vegas, he's going to get it. You know? So it is what it is. But let's get to the next game, guys. This game, to me, game of the week. Game of the week, Sunday night game. That's why they put it Sunday night game. I think we're looking at the game of the week right here. because this is my sleeper pick. Shit, this is everybody's sleeper picks. Well, not everybody, but most people's sleeper picks for Super Bowl. Either one of these teams. Okay? And I've picked the Rams this year for the Super Bowl to come out of this one, but that's where I'm at. So I'll tell you what. Let me start with Tyler. Let me get Tyler. Tyler, talk to me about this game.
I am not high on Stafford. I'm just not.
Really?
I'm not high on him. I'm not saying he's terrible. He's just not I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about him. Something in my gut. But I still think the Rams are going to be dangerous. This is going to be a great game, a good test for the Lions, especially how the Lions played last year. But I'm a big fan of the Lions. I really like what they did last year. As much as you call that coach reckless as hell,
He is.
I'm all about it. I'm all about it, man. He's a risk taker, and he rolls that dice, and I like it. I picked the Lions to win this one. I think it's going to be a tough game. I definitely think this is going to be rough, but I'm just not high on Stafford, and I think the Lions will overtake them.
Okay. I can get with that. I can get behind it. I don't agree, but I get behind it.
That's all you got to do, baby.
Hey, Kory, what do you got for me on this one? Oh, you ain't Kory.
Whoa, hey Kory. Whoa,
You ain't
hey,
Kory either.
What's happening?
Where's Kory? There he is.
Find that producer.
All right. So earlier, Justin mentioned that the Lions was just like, you know what? I ain't going to try to out defense you. I'm going to just try to outscore you. Right. Well, the Lions this offseason addressed that problem with their number 1 and number 2 pick in the draft. They went and grabbed 2 corners. So they're trying to shut people down to solidify that defense. Yes, Aiden Hutchinson still needs some help to get more pressure on the quarterback, but getting 2 good corner or 2 young corners who look pretty promising because we don't know what they've got is going to help to get more time, to get more pressure on the quarterback. I'm sold on the Lions after what Dan Campbell's done with that team. The problem with the Rams is I like the Rams, but there's no Aaron Donald. There's no Raheem Morris anymore. Okay? So they don't have that stud. They don't have that head coach who helped that defense. They have nobody really right now. Yes, they went and got somebody, but we don't know what he's going to be. So I'm sold on the Lions, unfortunately. What can I say? Sam Laporta, Gibbs, Montgomery, their receivers, they all look good. Golf could throw the ball. I like Matthew Stafford, but we'll see what we're going to get. I'm with the Lions.
That's a reckless pick.
It is a very reckless pick. All right. Mo, talk to me. Where do you see this game?
Lions. It's a different defense. They got to gel together. They got to get some time. Although they don't have Aaron Donald, they do have Jared Verse, Florida State, and they also have the new one. The other Florida State guy, Fish. I think it's Fisher or something like that. But I think they'll pull it together mid-season. I don't think that time is now. Lions already know what they're doing. Lions coming back with a couple new pieces on defense. I think they're going to continue to do what they've been doing and building on what they've been building the past, 2-3 seasons? So I'm going Lions, baby.
Okay. I'm not going to hate on that. Justin, I haven't had your take yet, so I think this is you. That ain't you. Again, that ain't you. This is
Fire that producer. Damn it.
That producer sucks.
I'm riding with the Lions here. The Rams, even though I believe in Stafford, I believe in Cooper Kupp, and I believe in Puka Nacua, I do not believe in the Rams defense be able to stop the high power offense of the Lions. Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, shall I go on?
I mean, it was a lot.
Exactly. So because you have to deal with all those factors on offense, I said it earlier and I'm going to say it again, I'm just going to outscore you. And you know what? It's real hard to get that stop. So I'm going with the Lions.
The way Jahmyr Gibbs came on, the end of that, it's like after game like 5 was fantastic.
Yeah, that's why I drafted him in the second.
All right. Okay. I'm with you guys, but once again, I feel you. I understand completely how everybody is all over, but the way I look at it is that Dan's going to take his chances. He's going to do things that's going to cost him because he's reckless. He's always been reckless, and I'm not a fan of his reckless behavior because he doesn't have to be reckless, and that's what I get upset about. I get upset because he doesn't have to be. You heard the list that Justin gave you. They've got the team, man. They got them. They got the players. These guys are good. They're good. The lines are good.
Why can't it not be worded different? Why you got to say reckless? Why you can't just say you trust his players?
You really think that's trusting players when he makes?
Yeah,
he
if I got
trusts his players, but are they working out?
If I got all those people and I'm Sam Laporta, you got that defense.
They got another good rookie.
Because there's a difference between taking chances and being reckless. For instance, I'll explain this. The Ravens game was Thursday night, right? Now I know it came down to a toenail that likely missed that he missed the touchdown. But if you watch the replay, when they initially called the touchdown and they showed the camera angle of Harbaugh, first thing he was going was go for 2. That's not reckless. He was taking a chance, but he was riding the momentum.
How many times did they went for fourth? Went for it on fourth though. How many times did we watch Nick Sirianni go for it on fourth as well?
Okay, and how did that work out for him too?
Okay, you take chances, you gamble.
I know, but what I'm saying is you take chances when it makes sense. Listen, I can get my paycheck at the end of the week and go straight to Tampa and go straight to the casino and drop it all and say, okay, leave it all on black. And for 50% of the chances, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
Okay? But that doesn't make it a good pick.
Why is he reckless and let's say 30% of the other coaches are not?
Well, let me chime in on that one. Let's just go back to the Dallas game.
Mm-hmm.
You had an opportunity to kick a field goal to tie the game, but instead you went 3 times, I think it was, for 2.
3 times in a row.
And I get it, but I get what you're saying, Mo, and I get what Ant's saying. So at that point, maybe after the first time you went for 2, it didn't work out. Maybe you should just kick the field goal and tie it up and go off of that.
Because your team stood home because of that.
You know? Well, no, they didn't stay home. They advanced in the playoffs.
Yeah, they didn't.
He was trying to get the number 2 seed in the playoffs at that
Tyler,
point.
if you decide to cry during the show, I completely understand. I just saw the update.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
no
great.
One's going to judge you. This is a safe place, Tyler.
It's a safe space, man.
Yeah.
They announced that Jordan Love is out for 3 to 6 weeks, man.
Yeah.
Another update.
Well, then you know what? Based off of that announcement, I'm going to go back to this thing here. Okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to revisit. This is a thing here. Okay, Mo, you missed this.
Mm-hmm.
Based off of everything going on, we had already asked this question. They were odds-on favorite. A lot of people picked Green Bay to win. Well, not necessarily to win the Super Bowl, but at least advance to the Super Bowl. A lot of people did that. Okay, I'm saying right now, with the loss last night compounded with the actual injury to Love, would you still consider them the odds-on favorite to go to the Super Bowl? And now with the announcement 3 to 6 weeks, how do you feel about that?
No.
Not. Would you at least put them in top 5 teams? 5?
No.
Okay.
The backup
I respect it. Do any of you other 3 want to jump back in and say, hey, I want to go back now with the announcement?
Yeah.
Before y'all talk, the backup is Willis.
Yeah,
exactly.
And we saw what he looked like at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Look. Willis has a total of 3 picks and 0 touchdowns his whole career, bro. Yeah, you're done, bro. You're cooked, bro.
Okay.
Willis played for who? The Tennessee Titans.
Titans.
They don't have a great. Hold on. Let's look at this. Who they got next? Indy, Tennessee, Minnesota, Rams,
L.
Arizona,
L.
Houston.
L.
Their next 6 games.
L.
They can win at least 3 of those games.
Now Willis on the center, man.
They could win at least 3 of those games. Willis was playing on the Tennessee Titans. Okay. You seen Tannehill? He sucked. You saw Levis? He sucked over there. He had one good game with Levis, and that was to DeAndre Hopkins. This is a different offense. They can rely more on Jacobs, and then Willis can make those throws when needed to be. They just keep it simple. They can win at least 3 of those games.
Jacob
They can
gave
beat
you
the
hope
Cardinals.
last night.
Whoa. Hold
Jacob
on.
gave you hope last night. Is that what you telling me?
Hold on.
Well,
I'm gonna jump in here. Hold on. You know what? You said you saying there's a possibility of winning 3 of the games. Hold on. Let me revisit what you said because those people may not have caught it fast enough. 3 to 6 weeks. Let's assume 6 weeks.
And tell me the 3.
Okay.
Cardinals.
Hold on, Kory. Let me at least get for the audience. Okay. The next 6 games that they have are the Colts. Okay. The Titans, the Vikings, the Rams, the Cardinals, and the Texans. All right. Of those 6 games, the only team I think that they have even a reasonable shot, there may be 2 teams that they have a reasonable shot, would be the Titans and the Cardinals. But please understand that their quarterbacks are healthy. Murray is healthy finally. I want to see what he looks like. I'm not high on him. Levis, I agree with you. I'm not high on him, but I'm way higher on Levis than I am on
Willis.
What's his name?
Willis was supposed
Willis.
to be,
Willis?
Yeah. He was supposed to be the franchise quarterback. They drafted him to be the next one after Tannehill. He played 1 year. 1 year. He played a few games in 1 year. The very next draft, they went and got Will Levis.
Yeah, but there's no way they beat the Colts.
No.
All right.
The Colts is the toss-up game. That's why I said a possible 3. They can beat Tennessee. No, not the Colts. My bad. I feel they could beat Tennessee. I feel they could beat Minnesota because that's a divisional game. They could pull that out, and I feel they could beat Arizona out of those 3.
All right.
So you're talking about a 3.
I'm not going to say you're crazy. I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's crazy what you're saying at all. I just think it's unlikely. I don't think it's unlikely. I don't think it's likely. I think it's.
I hate to do this.
I think we're probably looking at.
So do I.
1-5 in the next 6 games.
Wow.
Unless Love comes back.
That's hard. 1-5.
Yeah, that's what I think we're really looking at. Unless Love comes back.
For real. He just got there, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Will Levis is not going to do well in the
Malik Willis.
I'm already used to replace.
But that's the offensive coordinator's job. They're going to condense the playbook, take stuff out to what he knows right now, and they're going to build on that.
Did you see?
All right, this week we're going to run this.
He got in the game.
No, I didn't see the end of the game. I honest to God, I fell asleep. I had a long week or a couple of days a week.
You could have dreamt up something better than what.
But he only had a couple of plays.
Yeah, one play.
Yeah. That's it.
Biggest play in your life.
Come on, man. You coming in, you like, oh, Jordan Love finishing the game. I'm back there talking to some Brazilian chicks like, hey, after this, we go party. And then next thing
he's gonna turn it into something. Family show.
You see Jordan Love walking off the field. Oh, I gotta go back. I gotta go. Come on.
All right. So back to the topic. Okay. We talked about what I felt was going to be the game of the week, but then we got one more game of this week. And that, of course, is going to be Monday Night Football. All right. Wait, that's not Monday Night Football.
Yeah,
well, I got the names wrong. I'll fix it in post. But you got the
we gotta talk
New
to
York
that producer,
Jets
man.
against the San Francisco 49ers. Okay. So New York Jets, San Francisco 49ers. I want to get your take on these guys. So let's get with you guys. We're going to start with Tyler. Tyler, talk to me. New York Jets versus San Francisco 49ers. Monday Night Football.
I mean, I just got some heartbreaking news. All right. So, not in the world's greatest state of mind at the moment. God. Anyways.
They could still
I'm going to be... I'm... It's good. The 49ers are going to win. But... this is going to be a good test to see how the Jets are going to really look. I mean, it's Rodgers coming back from a total of 4 minutes of last season, and hopefully he can break that record this year. And I'm still high on Rodgers. He's still a top 10 quarterback in my opinion, even though he got hurt and didn't play much. We know what he can do. He's been doing the reports from the practices and all the other stuff. It's been nothing but good news. We've heard the reports between him and his players. It looks really good. I just don't think they're going to be strong enough to beat the 49ers. I think this is just a tough first game for them, not a great opener. I think, but this will be a good set for the future. If they really play the 49ers hard, I think it's going to be a good future for the Jets this season. But I'm still going with the 49ers on this one.
Okay. All right. And what about you, Kory?
Well, Anthony, you could play your lone wolf. I'm going 49ers all day. Look, I love Aaron Rodgers. I really, really do. He's led me to many fantasy championships. But we're talking about the San Francisco 49ers, a complete team. 3 Super Bowl appearances, Paul. I expect us to see more of the same from San Francisco. Aaron Rodgers is going to dissect San Francisco a bit, but he is going to feel that pressure. I just want Aaron Rodgers to come out of this game healthy and continue to play for the rest of the season. But I still got San Francisco. My money's on them. They're the same team they were last year. And they're only going to be better this year with the additions they added. You got Trent to re-sign. You got Brandon Ayuk. You got both those guys happy. You got CMC there who has this calf injury who hopefully will be perfectly fine because he was my number 1 pick. But, I expect the 49ers to continue in their winning ways. They are playing in San Francisco, so sorry, Jets.
All right, and I'll get with Justin. Give me a pick.
I'm signing with the Niners in this game, and it's solely because of Christian McCaffrey. Solely reason why. I don't care if Ayuk signed a $100 million contract. I don't care if Deebo Samuel thinks he's the most flyest receiver in the league. And I don't care if Brock Purdy still lives in his mom's closet. The thing about it is that Christian McCaffrey is the deal breaker. I don't care if Trent Williams decides to take it upon himself to re-sign and get $100 million and he's going to block 3 people at one time. Christian McCaffrey is the reason why this game is going to go the way it is. It's going to be a tight game. It's not going to be a blowout. And yeah, man, Aaron Rodgers, I'm happy to see him. I'm looking forward to watching. I'm going to call out Monday so I can watch this game. And
we hope you're not watching the podcast, Rich.
Well, Rich, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I'm calling out Monday to watch this game just so I can see it. And yeah, man, I want to see Aaron Rodgers finally play a full fucking quarter.
All right, I'm with you on that. Well,
you guys,
of course, that has Mo. Mo, talk to me. What do you think is going to happen on this game?
49ers win. There it is.
Enough said for you?
Yeah. Huh?
Enough said? Is that where you're going to go?
I don't think that it's a bunch of disarray in the Jets right now. So I think the 49ers, with them not having as much going on, everybody happy, everybody moving. Soon as they say Christian McCaffrey's calf is good, he's out there and he's gonna be the difference maker. You can have your Sauce Gardner, you can have that defense on the Jets, you can have whatever you want over there. It is not going to stop all those pieces from tearing you up.
Well, you already know how this is going to go down. Because I'm scared about it. I'm not scared about it. I'm gonna tell you right now how this is gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now how it's gonna go down. All right, I get you. Brandon Ayuk finally signed. I get it. Trent Williams signed. But here's the deal. They haven't practiced all year. They haven't really had a chance to get their timing right. Purdy's a young quarterback. He needed that. He needed to have his timing right. We've seen he's had a horrific preseason. Horrific. Not good. Not good at all. Okay? Not good at all. He's been throwing more interceptions this preseason than he's done his entire career so far because the timing's off. All right. And to me, it was a straight greed. It's greed from this team. That's why I picked the Rams to actually win the West. I don't think the 49ers are in the right mindset. Don't get me wrong. I get it. We've gone to what? 4 of the NFC championships in the past 5 years, and 3 Super Bowls in the past 5 years. I hear all of that. But when you're knocking on the door like that, your team's got to get right. Your players have to be there, especially for your older players like Trent Williams. They should have been like, okay, guys, we're right there. We've been knocking on the door. Now it's time to bust the door down. But instead, they decided, you know what? I'm going to hold out for the last little bit of money that I can get. And you know, it doesn't matter that we're going to be here or not. So with that said, I think the Jets are going to have too many offensive weapons for the 49er defense to stop. I picked the Jets to beat the 49ers in Monday Night Football and to be the awakening that the 49ers need. I think after that, going forward, they're going to be a better team because they're going to be that rude awakening. That's what happens when you don't play right. That's what happens when you got this mindset of me first. And that's where I see on it. So while y'all may hate on it, I think I look nice in this hat anyway. I'm just going to put that out there. So Jets win this game. I'm even going to call the score 31-20. Go ahead, Mo. Hit me with one of your sound effects. Say I'm crazy.
You said, what are you putting in your coffee every morning?
You said 31.
Oh, I put a little bit of rum. I'm just saying, look, I'm Puerto Rican. That's what that's what we do.
I thought so. There was something wrong with you.
That's what we do.
Makes sense.
That's what we do.
Makes sense. I can tell by all the errors from the producers.
Whoa.
Yeah. Apparently you're passing
That's
it out.
just not even right. That's not even right. With that said, I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to do your parting words, all right? I ain't like that at all. Okay? And you know what? I'm skipping you, Tyler. I'm skipping you. Now you don't even get a chance. Kory, your parting words, sir.
Hey, like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank everybody for coming back. This is actually a fun episode. If I do say so myself. I really liked it. We got nothing but love for everybody that watches this and tunes in. And we hope more do. Show your friends, show your family, show whoever, show your neighbor, show somebody. Just while you driving, just throw your phone into somebody's car while it's playing. Do something.
Facts.
But I want to thank everybody, Mo, I'm glad that you're back with us. You're a little bit healthy. I thought you'd be having your neck brace or something, but I hope you have a speedy recovery.
He'd be wheeling in with his wheelchair. He'd be fake. Justin, talk to me, brother.
Man, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Another great show. Football season officially back. So let's see how this first week goes. I hope I win my first week in fantasy because I got a nasty phone call from my brother Thursday night saying that I'm a lucky son of a bit. Never mind. Yeah. So I just hope I have a good fantasy year. When I win this championship belt, I'm gonna put a shelf right here. I'm gonna put the belt right here, so remind you guys every episode that I'm better than you. And yeah, man, go home.
Mo.
Hey man, good to see you guys. Football season here, man. I'm ready. I hope y'all ready. Plenty more episodes to go. No, I won't be wearing a neck brace, but slight movements does hurt. But hey man, appreciate y'all for waiting on me, getting the show rolling. Glad to be back. Go Jags. Justin, you will not get that belt. That belt will be mine, and I will enter the show to theme music and raising the belt like Roman Reigns. All right.
We need to get this boy the Professor X wheelchair, man.
Yeah, man. He needs it. Tyler, you know what? Even though I wasn't going to give you the opportunity because you were talking trash about him, but you know what? Go ahead, sir.
I mean, ended this show on a real downer on my side. Unfortunately, pretty devastated. Was really running high I still have faith in my team, but I appreciate everyone tuning in, watching, Just want to say I'm glad Mo's back. Glad Mo's okay. Just for the viewers to know, unfortunately, he got into an accident because a drunk driver hit him. So everyone, please don't drink and drive for Christ's sakes. I mean, it's not.
Facts.
It's the dumbest thing you could do. Yeah. And I'm glad that Mo's fine. Just some soreness, some bruising. So I'm glad that's the case.
And a shattered pelvis.
Okay.
All right.
Just like, share, and subscribe. I was trying to have a nice moment, but all right.
I'm trying to get the man paid a little bit, bro. I'm trying to get him paid a little bit, okay? We got a shattered pelvis. We got to have neck surgery.
Are you saying that every episode he's going to have something extra? First is the neck brace, then he'll have a crutch.
Yeah.
For the love of God, dude. Stop double shotting the drinks. Come on, let's end it up, man.
All right, folks. We're just glad that football's back. We're glad everything's going. Keep watching. Subscribe. We look to seeing you guys soon in the next episode. And as always, let's keep it football and let's keep it from the hip. Thanks, everybody, for watching.